Welcome back to Seoul Nigeria podcast, the podcast where we talk about Korean entertainment the way Nigerians actually talk about it, with passion, jokes, and strong opinions. Now, let me ask you something very important. At what point do you realize that you were emotionally invested in strangers cooking noodles, making eye contact, gestures, or competing in silence in Korean? Because at some point, a lot of us quietly stopped watching Western reality shows and even stopped watching K-dramas and somehow ended up here. Today's episode is all about Korean reality shows. Why do you think they work? Why are people slowly moving away from Western reality shows and K-dramas? And of course, we'll be ranking them from the best reality shows to the worst reality shows. And I know some people might be offended by this episode, but that's okay. Let's take a deep breath. Now let's start with the basics. Korean reality shows does not rely on chaos the way Western reality shows does. There's no constant screaming, nobody's glass is flying, no dramatic background music every 5 seconds, even though there are some evil edits. Instead, what do Korean reality shows give us? They give us silence, they give us awkward pauses, they give us long eye contact, they give us subtle gestures that we overthink about, and they give us tension so thick that we can cut it with a spoon. Not a knife, obviously. And somehow it actually works for them. Korean reality shows are less about the shock value and more about human behaviors. They let us talk about the feelings, the attitude, even some of these gestures, we read into it. They let people sit in their feelings. They let the moment breathe. They let the viewers interpret what's happening instead of spelling everything out. Like, oh, did he just look at her? Did he just tap his shoulder? Do you get? And sometimes nothing happens for like 5 minutes, and yet we are so glued to the screen like, oh my God, what is happening? What will happen next? This is not accidental, it's intentional storytelling. And I think the Koreans have mastered the act of intentional storytelling, which is why they are a bit above others when it comes to storytelling. And why do you think people are moving to Korean reality shows? And for one, let's talk about realistic reality shows. Let's be honest, a lot of Western reality shows now feel like who can be the loudest, who can be the messiest, or who can be the most outrageous person on the show. Korean reality shows does not reward these attributes. On Korean reality shows, people are cautious, they overthink their words, they consider how they'll be perceived because it's a very big deal over there. And for some viewers, especially adults, they feel like, oh, this is more relatable. It's more relatable. You're watching people who are socially aware, emotionally reserved, and sometimes painfully awkward. Like you tap into it, like this is very human. Yeah, I can vibe with this. And another reason why I think people vibe with Korean reality show is the slow burn, the emotional slow burn. Let me explain what I mean. So Korean reality shows actually understand the power of slow development. And when I mean slow development, in their dating shows, you don't expect anybody to be confessing love on the second day, right? It's about silence. Everybody is studying everybody, but their gestures, their hesitations, people are already getting jealous of themselves without even speaking. With their actions, you're knowing that, oh, she's jealous already, he's jealous already. There's tension over who is sitting next to who is giving who cup, who is giving who spoon. You start reading into every body language. You start shipping people based on eye contact alone. And before you know it, you're emotionally attached to people who have not even said maybe like 3 sentences to themselves since the beginning of the show. Like this is like elite psychological TV show. Like it messes with you psychologically. And another thing I think makes these shows resonate with people is the cultural curiosity. And when I say cultural curiosity, people love Korean reality shows because you learn about the culture without even trying. When I mean culture, you learn about respect, you learn about hierarchy, you learn about age dynamics, you learn about dating etiquette. And I remember a reality show I watched recently, like Nona, You're a Woman to Me. I really understood the dynamics in the Korean industry and in the Korean culture itself. And you learn about how conflict is avoided instead of confrontational. You're watching people apologize for things that you wouldn't even apologize for in your own culture. And it is fascinating. You start asking questions like, why don't they say how they feel? Like, what's the big deal about this? Open your mouth and talk. But in their culture, you don't really talk about all this straightforward. You're cautious about some of the things you talk about. And you're learning sociology by accident on some of the shows. Another thing I think why people watch Korean reality shows, escapism. without exhaustion. And what I mean is, like, sometimes Western reality shows and K-dramas often leave some of us drained, like psychologically drained. But some of these shows keep us calm and stress-free. Even the competitive ones feel respectful, and the gentle shows feel so subtle and gentle. It's an escapism without sensory overloading. Like, sometimes you don't want drama, you just want the vibes alone. Like, give me something sort. I just want something. I don't want to overtax my brain right now. That's why I feel like some of these reality shows resonate with people. Now, let's talk about the types of Korean reality shows that we have. Now, one by one, we have the dating and the relationship shows. Let's start with the most popular ones. Shows like Single Inferno. Like, people are stranded on a deserted island, Inferno, and singles must couple up to escape to a luxurious resort. Like, that's the paradise. Like, that's one of the most popular dating shows. Number 2 is Transit Love, or we call it Exchange, an emotional show where ex-couples live together and decide whether to rekindle old flames or pursue new ones. That is, you can be in the house with your ex and you can decide if you want to go with your ex or go with another person's ex. Another one is Heart Signals, known for its romantic, gentle and intensive focus on the emotional connections between contestants living in a shared house. You get to learn everything about this person while you're still going to work and coming back to the same house. Another one is Pink Lie. Participants each with a specific, deeply personal lie. It can be their age, their job, or background. They don't divulge it. They're trying to find love without judgment. Another one is Love Catchers. I especially love this one. Love Catchers in Bali, a strategic game where contestants come together to decide if they're there for love or they're there for money. Change Days. This is like real life struggling couples are invited to reconsider their relationship and potentially swap partners. I know it's crazy, but their dating shows are top notch and out of this world. Another one is 19 to 20. It follows teenagers during their last week of high school and first week of being 20. They focus on their growth and focus on their first taste of romance. Another one is I Am Solo. It features sincere, everyday single people searching for marriage. And another one we have is Somebody, a unique dancing show where professional dancers come together living in the same house to find love through dance and shared passion. You show your interest through dance to your other partner. Crazy, right? Another one I will talk about is My Siblings Romance. Siblings live together and help each other find love in a new twist. Do you get? So you're my brother and my sister. You're my brother and my sister will come to the house together. We are finding love, so you might actually date somebody else, but the twist is that nobody must know you are siblings until towards the end of the show. These shows thrive on emotional tension, unresolved feelings. Like, you see them trying too hard. I'm like, okay, just sit down and have this discussion. You can do it. And you have this what if scenarios. I'm like, okay, what if you actually dated this other guy? What if you actually dated this other guy? How would it have turned out? But you wouldn't know because it's the what if scenario. But especially in Transit Love, where exes are involved, it's so crazy. Like, my ex coming to the house with me, it might determine, oh, I want to rekindle the love or I want to go with another person's ex. Crazy. Like, some of these shows alone teaches us that some people are not even over their exes. They're just quiet about it. They just need opportunity to get in touch with this person and start this love over again. Now we've talked about the dating and relationship shows. Let's talk about the healing and lifestyle shows. So number 1, I'll be talking about shows like I Live Alone. It shows the daily life and lifestyle of single celebrities. So I've watched some of these episodes where they feature popular artists from BTS, EXO, SHINee, where they show us their daily life and routine. It's actually intriguing and it shows how these people live their life unfiltered. Another one I would talk about is My Little Old Boy. It explores the daily life of middle-aged single male celebrities. Like, panelists sit and watch how they live their life, single male celebrities. Like, it's so crazy. Another one I'll talk about is Aori's Bread and Breakfast. It features K-pop star Lee Yori and her musical husband Lee Gong-soo. They opened their actual home in Jeju Island as a free bed and breakfast for everyday people, for guests. And the focus of the show is candid interactions between the celebrity couples, their celebrity part-time staffs like IU, Yuna, Park Bo-gum, and the guests. I liked the relaxing rhythm of the show. It's just so relaxing, a show that it's something you just want to put on air and just sit down and just watch chilled. Another one like it is Yoon's Kitchen. This has had like spin-offs. It involves cast of veteran actors coming together, Lee Sung-jin, Jung Gi-min, Park Seo-joon, traveling to foreign countries like Bali or Spain to operate a small temporary Korean pop-up restaurant. And I think BTS's V has also featured on the show. It shows them blending travel with culinary documentary elements, focusing on the challenges and reward of serving authentic Korean foods to native and international customers and navigating cultural differences and language barriers. And the last one I'm talking about for healing and lifestyle is 3 meals a day. This show focuses on the cast of celebrities to live in a remote Korean rural or fishing village for a set period of time and prepare all 3 of their daily meals from scratch, using only ingredients they can find from farms or catch locally. The show emphasizes on self-sufficiency and resourcefulness and slow lives, and some other celebrities come and join them for dinner. Some of these shows are anti-burnout TV, so there's nothing dramatic happening, and that's the point of the lifestyle and healing shows. They remind you like that, oh, life can be soft, subtle, and not too fast-paced. Rest is allowed, the peace is content. Like, this is, if you're looking for those type of shows, this is the type of shows you should watch. This lifestyle and healing shows. Now on to the next one that we have. Let's talk about the survival and strategic shows. These are shows that they will blow your mind with the way they are scripted. You see these ones? They are mind-boggling. Like, they are elite TV. Like, when you talk about psychological reality show, intellectual reality show, these are the ones that you want to watch. We'll start with The Devil's Plan. This is a high-stake intellectual game where contestants use strategy, alliance building, and intellectual to win a cash prize. So you can team up with anybody to win a game, and their games are taxing, like brain taxing. Another one is Siren. This is Siren Survived the Island. It features 24 women from various combat heavy professions like firefighters, the police, soldiers, divided into teams, testing their endurance and strategic thinking on an isolated island. They have to survive there. Another one we have, the most popular one for this category, is Physical 100. A lot of people actually love that show. 100 contestants in top physical shape competing in test challenges to find the unique physique. It's actually very crazy. Another one we have is Zombieverse. I actually don't like this, but some people actually like it. Participants must survive a zombie apocalypse in Seoul through puzzles, stacks, and sometimes betrayal. It was just there for me. I didn't really like it. Another one I have is Iron Squad. We also call it Steel Troops. Elite South Korean Special Forces soldiers compete in team-based physical and strategic mission. This is for like the special forces, like it's a show for them too. Another one we have is Crime Scene. It's a series, like role-playing mysterious games where guests must deduce the culprit in a murder case, requiring high-level deduction and sometimes psychological deception. Like, it's very funny. Like, how would you think of games like this? They have this ability to make you want to sit down, bring out your notepad too, and start thinking along with them. Okay, this should be this should be that. And sometimes you can be right, and sometimes you can be wrong. This shows respect, intelligence, and discipline. No unnecessary insults, no humiliation, just pure competition. And it does not matter how you compete. You can betray somebody, you can form alliance with somebody, you just have to compete. These ones, you're not watching to laugh at the people, you're just watching to admire them and think, how do you think of this? How do you think about that? And another honorary mention for shows, some unique shows that we have, Culinary Class War. Like, it's a high-stake cooking show where chefs from all around come together, they compete and they cook, and they are judged by 4 5-star chefs. Now, this is where we are coming to. Let's rank some of these Korean reality shows. And before we start ranking, let me be clear on the criteria. I'm ranking them based on, number 1, their entertainment value, number 2, their emotional engagement, number 3, their rewatch value. Like, am I going to rewatch it again if I watch it for the first time? And number 4, their cultural impact. Did they showcase Korea in a good way? Did they showcase the culture, some of the things we want to see? And number 5, longevity. Like, in the next 5-10 years, will people come back and watch it? Now, let me tell you the tiers of how we're going to rank it. Tier 1, elite, must watch. Those are tier 1 group. Tier 2, great, but they have their flaws. Tier 3, they are fun but forgettable. And tier 4, they are skippable. You can do without it. Now let's rank them. Tier 1, the elite must watch shows. These shows change the game. Number 1 is Transit Love. And why I'm picking Transit Love is that it has this emotional depth. It has this pain. It has this growth. This shows feels like therapy. You didn't even ask for. Exes confronting themselves. Things you can never even imagine coming out on the show, like wow. And number 2 I will pick is Physical 100. Respectful competition, incredible casting, and the show went global. Like it went global for a reason. Do you get? And number 3 I will pick Aori's Bed and Breakfast. Comfort TV. It is soft, it is slow, and it is human. It's something you can just watch in a normal day when you don't want high tension, you don't want high value, something like something taxing, you just want something so very soft. I'll pick it as into tier 1. Now tier 2, these shows are great, but they have flaws. They have very great scripting, very great casting, but with small issues. Number 1 I will pick, and some people will not think about it, Singles Inferno. It's iconic, right? It's addictive, but sometimes it feels more about visuals than connections. Season 1 was great. Season 2, 3, 4 was there because we're getting tired of it. It's like focusing on the people and not about the show itself. And number 2 I will pick is Heart Signal. It's very great, but it has this slow burn and slow pace that is not for everybody. It's too slow for everybody. Like, can we move it on, please? And the 3rd one I'll pick is The Devil's Plan. It has this brilliant concept, very intelligent, but sometimes we can get emotionally detached from the show because it's very eye taxing. Not everybody can follow at the point in time. Now, tier 3, I call these ones fun, but they are very forgettable. You enjoyed it, but you're not rushing to rewatch it. Like, okay, after the last episode, you're like, okay, on to the next. I'm not saying, oh, let me go back and watch it again. Number 1 I'll pick is Love Catchers. It has an interesting twist, but very inconsistent with the storytelling, with the scripting. Another one I have is Change Days. Emotionally heavy, but sometimes uncomfortable with the way the show goes. Like, why were you telling me I'll be changing my partner with you in the house? It's sus at a bit. And now tier 4, the skippable ones. Great idea, good idea, but very weak execution. And the show I will talk about, Zombieverse. I'm sorry, it shows like forced drama. Like, it's too forced, like it's too scripted at this point. Over editing, it's too much. I don't get what's all the drama for. I know it's about zombie apocalypse, but it's not eating it for me. There is no chemistry, nothing is just there. See, let's just move on with it. Let's move on to other shows. That's what I feel when I watched Zombieverse. That's why I put it on this last tier, skippable. I don't know if you want to rank, well, tell me your ranking from tier 1 to tier 4 of the Korean reality shows that you've watched. Now, we've talked about the Korean reality shows and why people are gravitating towards it, but sometimes there are controversies and criticisms that come with this show. We can't talk about them without acknowledging the dark sides of the show. Sometimes we have every editing manipulations. Like, you watch some reality shows and at the end of the day, you're like, was that really necessary? Was that editing necessary? Must you paint her like that? Must you paint him like that? And another one we have is participants facing online harassment. The recent episode of or the season of Singles Inferno, season 5. Yes, we all know Mina Su is annoying, but it does not go to the stage you go to school on her Instagram and start harassing her. It's a show. Sometimes it's scripted too. Now, another one is parasocial attachment from viewers. Before you know it, people are already on their Instagram page trying to stalk them, try to get information from them. Oh, come on, it's not that deep. It's a reality show. And sometimes the mental health from these shows, the pressure is too much. It may look calm. Some of these shows may look calm, but the after effect and the internet response is sometimes not very worth it. Viewers forget that these people are real people, not just characters on the TV. They are real people, they have real lives, and sometimes the industry and fans need to reckon that some of this stalking does not actually make sense. It's a show. People need to like get on with it, like, okay, it's a show. These people are real, and sometimes it's scripted. It's not always real. It does not happen like you see it on screen. They are told to act this way. So now let me ask you, which reality show owns your heart? Like you can watch from now to forever. You can rewatch and rewatch and rewatch. Which one do you think is overrated? And which one do you think deserves more respect? That's the 3 questions I'm asking you. And also, let me ask you again, how do you rank it? Did I rank it very well? Did I rank your favorite too low, or are we absolutely correct? Let me know, please. I really want to know reality shows that people are watching right now. And that's a wrap for this episode. Follow Aniasia Niger at Instagram at @Aniasio_Niger podcast, and on Twitter, Aniasio Niger on Twitter. Share this episode with your friends, your besties, your Korean lovers, and join the conversation, please, because Korean entertainment is more than hype, it's culture, and I want to know your view about some of these things I'm saying. I'm talking from my own perspective, but I want to know your own perspective too. Let me know. Until I meet you at the next episode, bye for now.